Oh, bro, he's here. He's in the Hail Center. Oh, so late. Oh, my banning?
A little bit first match.
It's all right.
No, River Frost, also known as Brendan.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. It is now the Swashbucklers against, if I remember correctly, the Bandit Pandas.
You are correct.
And it looks like we're getting a quick ban right off the bat of the Nocturne.
They're paying respect to River's Nocturne plays. So.
And Jack's getting the ban for the Bucklers.
So we'll see how these two teams will be able to do it. I feel like this is going to be a more balanced play out from how these two teams were unfortunately not able to deal with the other two teams they faced. So we'll see how they face against each other, because right now the Swashbucklers banned out the Jacks, respecting their captain's Jack's potential, since he was doing pretty well last time.
Now, and Jin getting the ban, and Nasus getting the ban.
I am very curious as to see what they're going to be able to do. I'm more curious to see how Swashbucklers are going to be able to come out of this. I'm hoping they're not going to feel demoralized after what happened last time. I feel like they might be able to come back strong from this.
And that's always what you got to be playing for is, yes, we lost against that last team, but how do we come back? I don't even know which hero that was.
That was Alawi.
That's definitely a new hero since I've played.
Honestly, Alawi's been, before I started playing, the newest champion was Camille. So she's been here longer than I have. So.
And Talon getting the ban.
Respecting Talon.
So we'll see what happens here as we get in the first round of picking, as it will be the Pandas on the first pick.
Yeah, we'll see what they're going to be able to have. What kind of strategies are going to be able to come up with? Because now they're on more even ground against what team they're fighting. They might be able to try something new, for all we know. And their bans show that first, they don't want to face any scaling, that's for sure.
So
and
we're getting Ari.
Oh, and River is going with the Xin Shao again. And of course, the Danky Band kid going with the Garen again. He's picking his safe pick. And that's always respectful. Oh, he's going for a safe pick. Garen's still a good champion.
It looks like we're hovering over a Draven.
A Draven pick. All right. So the captain for the Pandas are gonna be going ADC, it seems like.
Oh, is that a Tryndamere? That's one of the players I used to play as.
Now, question is this going to be AP Tryndamere?
No, it's going to be attack speed Tryndamere.
Either way, this Tryndamere is going to be insane. Especially if he's able to dominate top lane and just constantly be pushing in, it's going to be relentless.
And we're getting the Twisted Fate Morgana combo.
That could be pretty insane, because they could link up their stuns very nicely. Morgana with her Q and ult, and then Twisted Fate with his gold card. Gold card to start it off, and then Morgana following up with a chain CC.
Don't play Sin. Don't do Sin.
Why am I not getting any sound?
And we're getting Pike. That's a new one on me.
Yeah, Pike is one of the newer champions. His ult isn't actually an execute. His ult's really nice, as he can execute players when they're champions. Not execute the players. That'd be a whole new kind of champion. But execute the champions when they're below a certain health range, and he's able to use that ult again. It's like he could execute 5 champions in a row if they were low enough.
And our final picks are Kled and Ashe. So lots of strategy going into play here. So Ashe with the stun, Twisted Fate with the stun, Xin Shao I believe also has a stun. So lots of control there on the side of the Swashbucklers.
They definitely do have a lot of chain CC on the Swashbucklers, so with that in mind, if they're able to implement that correctly, they could absolutely destroy this other team, because Tryndamere's biggest weakness is being CC'd. If he can't move, he can't do anything.
Yeah, you gotta wonder what's going on, because Tryndamere, he's got his ultimate, has the ability to not die for a short period of time.
And with that, that's one of the biggest reasons why he's such a rage fest in the top lane, because he could just dive you under tower or press his ult and not die and still be killing you and then walk away while healing himself. That's why a lot of people don't like to face him in top lane. But it looks like he's actually going to be the jungler.
Huh. I have not actually seen a jungle Tryndamere before.
I can see Jungle Trident working because his Q does heal him, and plus his E could work against the Raptors pretty decently.
Do you need a leash?
So you see, they're already in game from what we can see right now. But from our perspective, we still have that 2-minute delay that we'll have to deal with just for now. But we can think about what they're going to be able to do. For the Pandas, I'm thinking they're mostly going to be focused on bot lane. I feel like Trendemir's going to be constantly ganking bot and trying to see what he can do.
I was Trindamere. I'd be going top lane. Occasionally, I'd go try to steal their forest, some of the creeps in their forest. So that's what I would be doing if I was a Trindamere.
Like trying to steal the Raptors and such?
Just to get that little bit, a little bit of extra gold for myself to get some more attack speed and life steal.
Oh, it seems like there's going to be some action that we're going to be having to see later on.
Don't look at that action. We're not seeing it just yet. We still got a little bit before we're actually in there. So we'll see what happens when it happens. But these are the strategies that people need to think about as they're going.
It's definitely going to be interesting, that's for sure.
Okay. You slow?
So here we can see the players are all very serious, very tense.
Well, it's a serious sport. It's what happens when you get up to pro levels in this sport. You actually think they have a diet that they have to follow. They have a workout plan that they have to follow. And they have a certain amount of hours that they need to practice every day. So everything that happens with this sport is actually very controlled at the professional level.
I do respect it as a sport because it takes a lot of practice to be good at it.
Yep, and that's the question that you got to ask yourself. It's the question that a lot of people get is, why is playing video games a sport? And the answer to that is, well, what are they doing? It's a skill-based game that you need to practice for a while to get good at, and you compete against other teams. All of that applies to this game right here.
I mean, yeah, sure, it's not like a fully physical activity. I mean, yeah, you're there playing and moving your fingers. It's not fully physical, but it's like more of like the mentally, I like to say, which is just as competitive.
And you got to think, when you get to high-level play, you actually have to follow workout routines because you don't want to actually have something go wrong with your arm or your hand or something. You've got to keep up with your physical needs to keep your mind focused into this game.
Yeah, because that's why when you normally see like stuff like Sven Skaren, he's actually works out quite a lot. He's a very beefy boy, that's for sure. And right now we're currently loading into the game, so that'll be very nice once we fully load up. We see the players are still working out hard. Very curious as to see what's going on currently, so that can't wait for that.
So you got to think, though, with this team sport, this is a team, it's a match. You've got a time you've got to be here. So that's why there's alternates. That's why there's substitutions that happen. So if you're not here on time for a match, if like during a soccer game or a baseball game, they're starting without you.
Exactly.
Because that's what's supposed to be there. And if you're not supposed to happen when you've got a alternate, you've got a substitute there, and if you don't have enough people to play, you got to forfeit these games.
Or play a disadvantage, which I don't think some games allow.
No, I don't think you'd be able to play against a 5v4 in this kind of setting. It'd just be a straight-up forfeit that you'd have to take.
Exactly, because if you don't have all 5 of your players, it's just a huge disadvantage, because every player matters in League of Legends.
Yes.
I mean, sure, there can be that one carry that does everything, but that doesn't happen every time, especially in a competitive sport like this, when you have to rely on your team.
Yes.
And right now, we're all loaded up, so we'll be able to switch the cameras and be able to show you the GM screen.
You don't have to worry about, like,
So we got the Swashbucklers over on the red team, and we got the Bandit Pandas over on the blue team, as they're all getting ready to do their defensive layout. And by defensive layout, I mean the usual, having vision over in areas where you actually would need it, besides in your lanes.
So it looks like everybody's going to the right side of the map.
Yeah, everyone's going bot lane.
This is exactly where I would be standing. That's where I would put my ward when I would play bot lane. I'd put a ward right there.
An early ward. Since they have that ward there, if the Bandit Pandas ever move into that ward, they will know. They will know you're in there, and since they have a Morgana, who might have started Q, can root them and possibly doing all sorts of things to them. And since they move through it, they have an idea that they're there. That's why they can also back off as well. They don't know that ward's there, so they can move up and move away back without having to take any much risk.
Yep, looks like we've got a little bit of an invade going on here.
And Pyke's going around from the back. That's a really risky move by Pyke. Since he doesn't know how many people are in there, yeah, he had to flash away. That's very unfortunate by him. Ari's going really deep in there as well. There's a heal being used, there's a flash being used. There's lots of mayhem going on over here.
Yep, team fight early on, level 1, and it looks like the invade does not go the way of the Pandas.
Yeah, and too bad Twisted Fate did not get that gold card off, or else they might have gone and killed an Ari most likely. Pyke is hooking someone, and that's really good. Draven, Xin Shao's not running away. He's not running from any fight.
You gotta run away. You don't have the health to be able to do that right now.
And Draven does a lot of damage at level 1, especially when he gets Q. And Morgana's trying to help, but she can't do anything.
And if I was Tryndamere, I would have taken my Q rather than the chicken W that makes people run away slower. So...
Actually, he did take Q.
Right, that's what I would be taking.
Oh,
the
okay.
W is what he needs to be able to slow them down, so to be able to get that Morgana.
Or, in fact, E, so he can actually be on top of the Morgana as well.
Yeah, and if I remember right, the E is the spinning one.
The mini Beyblade.
The mini Beyblade.
Yes, it's just a quick little Beyblade dash. So we got over here, it's just a normal battle going on over here, and then we got top lane. We have a familiar Kled versus Garen again.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens this time around. First time, the Kled was the one who came up on top last time around, but we'll see if the Garen is able to overcome it this time.
Yeah, the Garen plays a very defensive style, so who knows, maybe he'll go aggressive this time and see if he's able to do anything. Then we got Draven, who has a kill. Oh, he got pulled by Pyke. The Ashe got pulled and is still trying to run away, but Ashe is staying in the fight and just does not be able to escape because Draven just doesn't.
Rivers and Xiao and Tryndamere might be meeting up in the river.
Oh, let's see how this goes. Xin Shao actually has the advantage since Tryndamere relies heavily on his crits.
Yep, and he relies a lot on teammates to be able to stun, and I think Tryndamere is going to be...
Pyke is coming for assistance. His teammates actually do come in for the assistance.
Tryndamere, keep running. You got to just keep running. Hopefully your team
And he got the
kill.
Oh, and he got the kill.
That good team fight. Yeah, Xin Zhao just kept chasing at some point. If I was Xin Zhao, as soon as I saw two of my opponents there as well, I would have ran.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Nope,
he got
I'm
really greedy for the kill. And then we got Pyke pulling in Morgana. Morgana's just standing there auto-attacking. Not afraid of this Pyke and its utility. Pyke has the ability to go invisible, and he has the ability to where if he's away from champion view, like if he's not on any sort of vision, he can recover any HP. It's like it's basically Tom Kench's great health bar.
That is a big deal, because then you can utilize the bushes, the shrubbery everywhere to be able to hide.
Yeah, that's what makes him a really nice support, because he can hook people, he can stun people, and he has an execution at level 6. He's definitely a reliable champion. So Bandit Pandas might have this one if they keep up with this pressure. And Ashe using the heal to try to recover any lost HP, or was that Morgana? That was actually Morgana using the heal. If we look in top lane, it's still kind of a defensive style that's going on. Kled using the bear trap.
Yeah, we're going to have a back and forth up there at the top. I think most of our action is going to be at the bottom and mid lanes and jungle right now.
Yeah, we got to see what the jungles will have to do, because Xin Shao, right now his team's behind. He needs to be able to do something. He needs to either get a really nice gank off to assist his bottom lane, because right now they're having a really horrible time, or try and possibly get himself fed, because Morgana's trying to fight this, and right now she's not able to fight this. She got ignited, got barely, did she get hit by the E? I don't think she gets to live with 1 HP because she avoided the E.
Ooh,
very
so
impressive by her. Oh, and
close.
there's a gank going on in the top lane. Tryndamere is coming hot. He got the E, he got the slow. Does he have the slow? Oh, he didn't use the slow. Well, Garen probably would have got out anyway with this Q. And then if we look at mid lane, we got we had a little bit of action there, but we just missed it.
And that's okay. We don't have to always catch the action going on. It's just we got to realize that I don't have like a million different cameras on me right now that can see all of this. I am not an omniscient being that can see everything.
No,
not today, at least.
Maybe
Maybe
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Normal humans.
So it looks like we got a Mountain Drake down there. And I wonder if Xin Zhao is going to be going for that one. Because if I'm red team, I got to get some...
nice gank opportunity, and Xin Zhao got a nice kill. He found a perfect way to gank. That's what he really needs to keep on doing. Finding those little opportunities to where he's just able to just get a successful gank off.
And you got to think about objective control. Because right now, if you are the Swashbucklers, you've given up a few kills already. Your team is already down by a few thousand gold, and you want to get these...
They have no vision on that, but on this bush.
I forgot what I was saying there. You got to get the objectives,
yes.
So that way you can get a gold advantage, and you can also start the snowball rolling with the Drake abilities.
Yeah, because if they get mounted, their objective control will be really nice. Ash better be careful, or else she just might get hooked by Pike. So she has to keep it. You gotta have a certain respect, even for like supports. Like right there, she just got hooked, she just got stunned, and right now she just blew her heel and was now killed.
So you gotta think, with Pike being there, able to do that, you want to put a minion between you and any opponents.
Exactly. And Pike, right there for a minion. The minion got in the way and wasn't able to get a successful Q off.
So also, if I were the Bandit Pandas, I would be thinking about this Mountain Drake right now.
Yes, I would, because right now their bot has priorities, so he could focus around the dragon without much worry. And TF just used his ult so he could have some vision of what's going on, but he wasn't able to TP anywhere. So that's really unfortunate. Tryndamere could possibly solo this dragon by himself if he wished.
No, you don't want to do that right now at this point in the match, because that would leave you very weak and very vulnerable to a gank.
Yeah, if they find out, that's the thing. Because right now, they don't have any vision on this, so he could sneak it in if he wanted to. But it is very risky, I agree.
It looks like Xin Zhao is going to be going for bot lane, either for a gank or my guess.
Let's see if he clears his ward. Does he notice the ward? Oh, he does not notice the ward. That's unfortunate. And now he was spotted by the enemy team. Ahri goes in. Ahri just might die. Nope, she just barely lives. She goes in to try to be aggressive, but just wasn't able to do anything. Almost gets hit by the charm, but just narrowly avoiding it. And we got bot lane over here, Pike looking for a hook opportunity. You see, that vision control, they're not really focused on trying to get vision. That's the problem with the Swashbucklers. They don't have any sort of vision control, and they need to work on that if they want, because right now he got spotted. Oh, will he be able to get it? Oh, wait, no, Morgana got the ultimate, unfortunate. She got hit by the Ignite. Ash could possibly kill. Oh, wait, no, Draven comes in for the save, and there's the execute. And what's awesome about his execute, he shares gold even if he gets the kill. His Draven still gets the same amount of gold that they would get. Oh, and we got a battle over here. Xin Zhao is a level behind, and his team is not exactly coming to his system.
Here comes the Pandas.
Yep, it's Tryndamere's team. He flashes away, trying to get away. And we got Draven, and
now I would go for Mountain Dragon.
that's a free Mountain Dragon. Since the enemy team doesn't have a smite to really stop you, you can get this pretty successfully. And you got your ADC to provide the damage, and the support to be a cheerleader. Since he can't do much to objectives. He's good for catching people, not for catching dragons.
What are they going to do?
And top lane has been quite quiet, actually. I haven't seen much going on in top lane. It's basically just been a back and forth on trying to farm. So
it looks like Garen is not at top lane right now. He went back to base, probably to spend some gold.
he spent a little moolah.
And that leaves Kled up there just to have some free range for a while.
Yeah, let's see, who is the first one to actually grab any platings? No one has actually grabbed any platings yet, so that's something that should probably be on the focus. And right now, bot lane probably has a great chance on trying to get some platings after getting that great kill from Pike.
Another kill just like that. So
yep, it's the supports and their utility. It's like Thresh. They're always catching out the ADCs, and they're able to let their own ADCs do a lot of damage to them. They'd be able to finish them off, and they got the plates for that, so that was really good for them. You can see in top lane, Garen's using his E to clear out the waves. It's working out really well for them. Oh, it looks like Pike was able to hook in Morgana, but she was able to bind the Draven.
And here comes Xin Zhao. Is he just going to try for the gank?
He's not level 6. They are levels ahead of him. Pike got a really nice stun off to be able to stop the Xin, and he's now just a little bit HP. He uses the heal to gain that little movement speed to catch up.
Draven taking it again. They are now unstoppable.
And Draven is now 5 kills ahead in this game. Same with the Pike. The bot lane is a big trouble here. So that's going to be a real big problem for the Swashbucklers. This bot lane is very devastating. So they need to come up with something. Either take out the Draven or possibly get a pick on the Pike. Because
I think they're going to be doing a pincer here at the bottom as Tryndamere is coming down the lane.
Will they be doing a dive is my question. Tryndamere does have ult, so they could dive. They're pelting Draven as much as they can, but they're just not getting as much damage as they hope. And Trinimir's coming in, but he's quickly backing out, knowing that his minions are not yet there. He's a little bit quick on the trigger, but doesn't matter to Pyke. He uses his ult and almost gets a double kill, but just was able to leave. With
Draven was like, hang on a second, I want one of those kills.
Yes. And unfortunately, Draven was taken down and gave them a nice juicy bounty, but still, they are quite a few kills ahead. And they're over around 6K gold ahead, the 7K around there.
Yes, actually.
That's still quite the big gold advantage. 10 kills and roughly then 5,000 gold, which if people are not very familiar with the gold advantage, that gives you the ability to buy more of the items that create your build. So having a gold advantage is really big, a really big deal, and hence why you want objective control at this point if you are the Swashbucklers.
Exactly. And they still need to work on the vision as well. But right now, the TF is doing well on his CS. He's able to CS pretty well. But right now, we got some action going on over here. We got action going on all over the place. We got some jungles fighting over this objective control. Xin tried to take it, but did not have the smite to really take it. Or just did not use
that's going to be a punishment coming for him from the team.
He did not respect the enemy's team coming in to assist their jungler. And right now, they're going to go take Shelly, and we'll see what lane they use that on.
And if it were me, I'd be taking it to the top lane, because bot lane's had a lot of pressure on it right now, but top lane has been holding really steady, so I'd be using that advantage then to push Garen back and at least take one more tower.
Yes, that is right. They could do that, or they could also use it mid lane, because mid lane has been stale even. Kled has had a small advantage in the top lane, so if they were able to like break that advantage that TF have, TF actually has more CS than Ahri. That's the good thing. And now they're actually going to use it in mid lane. They're going to push this in. Since TF just backed, they don't have the wave clear to stop this, because TF has a lot of wave clear in this queue, and they're going to destroy this tower of Shelly. Boom. And Shelly actually loses HP for every time she uses the headbutt.
Well, that makes sense to me. If you're going to use your head against somebody, especially if it's, you know, a rock tower.
Yes, this was a very useful way to use Shelly. Xin goes in, uses his ultimate, trying to stop this. Will he get out of life? Nope, gets hit by the Pyke ult. And actually gets hit by the Draven ult.
I think that first game was just harder because...
Just lots of damage going all over the place, and I think this is where we really start to see the teamwork and the gold advantage of the Pandas coming into play.
Yes, it is quite a devastating what is going on to the poor Swashbucklers. They are holding out for as much as they can, but the bot lane is still working on this bot tower. Honestly, I would probably have backed a little bit and try to assist everyone in mid lane since they were pushing it super hard, but they are getting gold and they're super behind, so they want to get as much gold as possible. Xin Zhao is still trying to stop this, but he just cannot. He just could not stop them, especially by himself in a 1v2.
Yep, and that's going to be the end of a middle inhibitor, which means now that the Pandas are going to be at a serious advantage.
Yes. They're going to be able to have a lot of pressure mid lane, so now they can push other lanes for free if they wish, because they already have supers pushing in, and right now they're so early in the game to where it's going to be hard to
They're going to go gank the bottom. That's what I would be doing right now. The bottom lane is overextended right now. Sure, they're going to get that tower, but at what cost?
Yeah, they're not really focused. They're actually going to go for the Mountain Dragon instead, it looks like. It looks like the bot lane's not even paying attention, because look, they have no vision. They don't see the Pyke coming in real quickly to stop them.
That's where you got to think of vision control.
They got nothing, and now Pyke's coming in, and he's just going to say, oh, hello there, may I have another? And just take one there, and he's going to pretty much take the Morgana with the Draven.
Yep, overextended. So this is map sense. This is map awareness that you see that they took down the inhibitor in the middle, and you're way at the bottom of the map. You gotta think they're coming for you after that.
Exactly.
So you gotta teleport back, and Trinimir just takes that last hit on the Mountain Dragon. So the entire team now, I believe the first dragon was also Mountain Dragon. So
And here, right here as well, they knew they took Dragon. They knew they were in bot lane and they could have come mid lane, but they did not respect that as well. They didn't respect the knowledge that, hey, they just took Dragon, maybe we should back up a little bit since Pyke might catch us out. They didn't respect that, and they just got caught out.
Yep, and Garen, Garen's getting taken down by a turret.
Oh, wait, he got taken out by a turret. I wonder what happened up there.
I think he just was trying to take down the turret with a horde of minions and did not realize the disadvantage he was at.
Poor Garen.
But mid lane getting pushed pretty hard right now, going for those Nexus turrets.
Yeah, they're pushing this pretty hard. Pyke once again getting his famous Qs off, but he might get killed by the tower, and thanks to TF's assistance, he's going to be taken out. TF needs to be able to wave clear all these waves. He doesn't need to attack Draven. He just needs to clear out the waves so the turret will target them. And he's pulling out his red card again. TF is actually going to be very slow. He does not have boots yet, so he's not able to catch up to his opponents just yet. As you can tell from his walking speed, you can tell he just has not bought boots yet, and so he's super slow at the moment. And now
boots is usually one of the first few items that you buy.
Yeah, we actually see. Let's see what. Yeah, his entire inventory is full and does not. He's the only one on his team without. Oh wait, him and Ash are the only ones on his team without boots. So it's going to be hard to escape anything, especially without boots.
I mean, the only champion that I would pick that I wouldn't buy boots for right off the bat would be Janna, and that's only because she gets a passive boost in speed because of one of her abilities.
No, the only character I would play that I would never need to buy boots on is Cassiopeia.
I'm gonna go take out these.
Because she can't wear boots, because she's a snake.
Well, that makes sense too.
And her passive actually clues that she can't buy boots.
Huh.
Yeah, it's actually, she gains movement speed with every level. That's the funny part. And we got a little jungle battle over here, and with Trendemir's crits, his RNG Kritsu, he is able to win that little fight, and this Morgana is sadly in a very bad position and gets hit by the auto attacks. Oh wait, Draven actually gets it.
Tryndamere jumping over the wall. That's one of the things that people might not be aware of with Tryndamere's skills, is he can actually jump walls.
Especially with that E.
So bot lane now is where the push is going to be coming from, and I think this might be the beginning of the end.
Yeah, if we got everyone starting to push in mid lane, they will be able to end this game quite well. We have Ashe trying her best to hold the line, but is sadly just getting taken out by everyone.
So
Pyke missing his Q.
Unless something changes drastically within the next 5 to 10 minutes, I think the Pandas are going to be taking this one.
Yeah, unless I see Xin Xiao get a penta, I do not think they're going to be able to really stop this. And from the claps, it sounds like we already know who the victor is.
You never know.
It could
don't
be
want
a
to take it
penta.
too early. It could have been an amazing penta kill. It could have been they took a moment to go slay the Baron or the Dragon.
It could be. We'll see right now in these upcoming few fights. Because right now, Pyke and Draven are taking that bottom inhib, and they're taking this big fight going on right now. There goes that Ashe. She got blown up by the Draven.
Hey, wait. We got 12 kills.
Yeah, we got Draven still fighting. He's just walking up. Draven just does not care for any sort of damage they can pull it out. And that's going to be his death because he did not respect any of their damage. He thought he could out-heal their damage with his lifesteal, and unfortunately he was very wrong. But still, even with Draven's sacrifice, they come with a vengeance to avenge their teammate that they just lost. They take down the inhib, they take down the Morgana. Tryndamere got a triple kill, and he's about to get a quadra kill, it looks like. And he got a quadra kill. Maybe if Garen comes back all the way to base, he could get a penta. But it doesn't look like that's going to be possible. It looks like Kled's most likely going to be getting that. Or Garen could possibly win that fight. Who's going to win this? Will Garen redeem himself?
At this point, why were you fighting all the way out in lane when your entire team has their base being sieged? And there you go. Tryndamere is just going to end Garen with one snicker snack of his Vorpal Blade.
Yep, and that is his unofficial penta. We can call it that. The unofficial penta goes to Tryndamere. So who do you think is, after seeing all these teams play against each other, who do you think is probably most up-and-coming to most likely get the MVP reward, you think?
That's hard because a lot of folks have been playing very differently. I have a soft spot for support players, so the fact that the support players actually do very well is what I like to see. you know, you don't always want to give it to the person who's like, yep, I got 50 million kills, but I did absolutely nothing as far as like team help goes.
Is this Draven thinking? Wait, okay, Draven is apparently trying to 1v1 the Baron by himself.
You can't 1v1 Baron by yourself.
Especially at this stage. It's barely 20 minutes in, and he's trying to 1v1, but with the help of Ari, the Nine-Tailed Fox, he most likely will be able to take this Baron.
And that's basically going to spell the end of the game for everything.
Yes, well, now they just have to push in, and this game will be over with quite
Pretty
shortly.
much. I'm calling it right here that the Pandas are winning this one.
Yep, you see Kled's already pushing with his supers already coming in. Well, not supers, but his super minions. Since they're all buffed up. You see Garen is basically doing no damage, even with his wave clearing abilities. So right now he needs to leave, or else he's going to get pretty much killed by the crazy Yordle on a lizard.
Gotta watch out for that.
Yeah, you don't want, that's a...
Oof, and there comes the Draven ult coming through.
Oh, wait, we actually have some action in bot lane as well. We have a lot of action going on across the map. We got a Pike ultimate there. We got Garen dying over here. We got Morgana being chased over here. There's a lot going on. And it seems like Team Pandas are just having a little fun with these guys at the moment. Morgana throwing down her field in the wrong direction and getting hit by the Pike ultimate.
And got hit with the Tryndamere slowdown as well, and that's going to be an ace.
And it seems like that is going to spell the end of the Swashbucklers. And it seems like they will be taking game one, the Pandas.
Yep, that is definitely a victory for the Pandas. I'm calling it right here, even though there's probably like, you know, 20, 30 seconds left in the match. At this point, you just can't come back from that. Because we get another double kill by Tryndamere as he is holding off everybody as they try to just come out in the end, but that's it. So we'll be right back after a brief commercial break with our next round.
So I literally ADC more yelling at everybody.
Yeah. No, ADC more guys. Who is getting 110 blue answers? Can I? No. Do you have Timo Twitch bot? I have Omega Squad. You have Timo? Wait, you have Omega Squad Timo?
Alright, so I'm gonna go top Mordekaiser.
He's gonna go top Mordekaiser.
We got some Omega Squad.
Is they bad?
Hate but don't fight.
I just opened one of my capsules and got I mean, I just going through my materials and I saw the capsules. I'm like, I'm not open.
Yeah, your guys' vision. I know. I'm trying to get better.
There was a time when we saw you
I can't
walk.
click the button when you're moving. Stop. I literally can't switch teams. It's all over now.
Tokyo Bistro, a blend of traditional and modern Japanese cuisine featuring fresh local seafood, seasonal produce, and unique wine and sake selections. Fresh, healthy, and delicious. It's truly a unique dining experience on Oregon's South Coast. Visit Tokyo Bistro.
Out to Chase Berry for three. Rebound by Peyton Crispin. He's going to put it back. And he got it! The Lakers hit a three. Welcome back again. He's in court on the Swashbucklers. Can't get the shot to go, and the Lakers win the ball game. Goal! Lakers win! Lakers win in overtime. 108-106.
Everybody change your image to a pyramid.
This is Southwestern's dental assisting program. In just one short year, you could be a dental assistant. Sign up now for your one-year dental assisting certification.
Whatever your dream, just keep chasing it. In the all-new Honda CR-V. With available features like hands-free access power tailgate, turbocharged engine, and a sharper, more stylish interior. CR-V, the best-selling SUV in America. From Honda.
Southwestern Oregon Community College gave me the opportunity for a new career doing something I love. I'm Amber Yardley, and 3 years ago, I knew I needed to make a career change for myself and my family. With the support of staff, my academic advisor, and the instructors at SWOCC, I now have a dream job and the confidence to continue my education. Contact Southwestern Oregon Community College and start the journey to your new career today.
My name is Warrant Officer Candidate Brandon Morey, and I am a mechanic in the Pennsylvania Army National Guard. I work on Strikers, Humvees, 5 tons, work on the vehicles, fix the vehicles, get them back in the fight. The favorite thing about being a 91 Bravo is in the event that I would have to move on from the military, I would have a good skill set to help me along and utilize in the civilian sector.
There we go. Perfect.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Round 2, starting here with the Pandas, or I should say the Bandit Pandas, facing off against the Swashbucklers. I probably put too much emphasis on the H sounds with my Sean Connery impression there. So we got banning phase happening right now. So what's the strategy going to be? We're going to have Jax banned.
I'm trying to think of what they're going to do this time, because Swashbucklers, I heard some inside information that their jungler was actually going to go Nami jungle.
Who would do that? But also, that is just maybe that's what they're going to do. Wait, why ban Garen? He didn't seem to be doing much that last round.
I think they're going to try to make this Garen player play something else, because he has, the Dank Boy, has only been playing Garen this entire tournament. So.
And Tryndamere getting the ban. Respect that ban, because Tryndamere was doing a lot of damage. And the Ashe ban, wait, they banned their own Ashe?
No. The Ash was playing for the Swashbucklers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Also, when we were talking about the MVPs before, I was thinking when you said the sports, I was thinking the Thresh from the Hammerons.
The Homerians?
Homerians, yes.
Homerians?
I was thinking of Thresh because he was able to set up a lot of utility and was able to do really well. So he kind of has my vote. But then again, I'm thinking of the the Kane double quadra there. Kind of nice.
Yeah, but that's the flashy. They
That's the
got
flashy
the kill,
stuff.
but who helped set all of that up? That's where my MVP thought process goes.
Yes, that's 100% fair. And it looks like River is going to be able to play his famous Nocturne because he was able to do really well in Nocturne. When
Is it famous?
Not
Just checking to make sure it's famous or not.
It's only been famous this tournament because he actually had more than 1 kill on it.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, it looks like, is that Fiddlesticks right there?
Oh, tell me it's Criddlesticks.
Syndra getting the pick?
Disappointing.
Oh, we're going with the Vladimir this time
I was hoping
around.
to see some Criddlesticks. But I know that...
Morgana Riven being able to be played this first time around, and we're getting a brand going now.
That is true. Maybe that's why they've always been banning Riven, because that's his champion most likely, so we'll see how that goes. But I know this Syndra player really does like Syndra, so he might be able to be quite effective since they didn't respect his champion pool.
And Gnar.
And did you know that this today's reward is going to be an autographed signed picture of Gnar himself from the voice actor of Gnar?
That's Gnar thing to sneeze about.
It is nice, but that's for the MVP reward. So whoever did the best is going to be deserving of the autograph.
Yeah, and then we're also getting Misfortune and Caitlyn coming in.
And Poppy Jungle. Ooh. Okay, I like this.
Poppy, definitely, I remember Poppy getting a rework.
Yeah, the Poppy Jungle could be very effective. Her ganks are very strong. It's something you do not want to sneeze at. If she gets you onto a wall, you're going to have a really bad time.
Well, I made sure to get my vaccine, so that way if they sneeze at me, I won't be affected by it.
Yeah, so make sure you avoid that at whatever cost.
Yeah, so everything should be good here, as now we're just going into spectators. So
yeah, and we got our, actually it's a 3-minute delay.
3-minute delay, so we'll take a brief commercial break and be right back with the actual gameplay.
I've never played this guy before. Like, I literally, actually, I really don't know what I'm doing, though.
I just need to see, like, the character.
I'm going to sit here and read my things for half an hour.
So make sure to buy your items so you can get moving.
Ooh.
Then you're going to come to me, Alex.
Got it. I'm going to go like this. Huh. You're so rude. I wonder how many.
Tokyo Bistro, a blend of traditional and modern Japanese cuisine featuring fresh local seafood, seasonal produce, and unique wine and sake selections. Fresh, healthy, and delicious. It's truly a unique dining experience on Oregon's South Coast. Visit Tokyo Bistro.
Dancing right
Out to Chase Berry for 3. Rebound by Peyton Crispin. He's going to put it back. And hits. They got it. The Lakers hit 3.
Welcome back again. Music Court on your SWOCC Lakers.
Can't get the shot to go. The Lakers win the ball game. Goal! Lakers
This is Southwestern's dental assisting program. In just one short year, you could be a dental assistant. Sign up now for your one-year dental assisting certification.
Are they like trying to just 3v5 lessons? Please tell me.
Oh yeah, they're ganking me. It's a total meme con.
Don't like. Oh, nice. That's juicy.
And we're back.
Welcome, welcome.
So we've got a nice shot of our stage there. It might be a little blurry for folks. That's probably just the red that's playing tricks on your eyes. But we're getting ready to go with the Bandit Pandas
versus the Swashbucklers.
Yes, those Swashbucklers who seem to be the underdogs, is my guess, in this tournament, because they've been doing a little bit of struggling. But that's where it takes. This is where you take notes on what's been going on. You practice. You take more notes. You practice. You get better.
What I'm hoping the Swashbucklers will pick up is the fact that they really need to focus on their vision control, because it's been very lacking so far, because they've been getting catched out so many times when they could have been able to avoid it if they just had some sort of vision on somewhere. But we also have a replacement in the Bandit Pandas.
Oh, really? I did not know this.
I think it's their
actual main?
Yeah, I believe they had a switch with one of their players. I believe they switched up their EDC, I'm thinking. I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like they actually have a NAR ADC.
Ooh, excuse you. So
that
NAR ADC is something you got to be aware of.
My inner NAR is coming out.
Yeah, that NAR bar that you got to be aware of.
I mean, every NAR has like a little rage bar that fills up for every attack they do, so that's what's going on right now for me.
Yeah, you're just starting to get ragey. It's understandable. So got to watch out for that NAR that's out there in the forest. All of a sudden, it's this cute little squirrel-looking thing, and all of a sudden it's like, NAR, what's up, dude? I'm going to get you. So
yeah, just wait till you see it.
You cannot underestimate the NAR.
Yeah, we got everyone still getting ready. It looks like the Bandit Pandas are not invading this time.
No invade. It seems like there's a nice...
So with the blue team with Swashbucklers, it looks like they got a little vision here. They're working on it.
Yep, you got to get that vision in the river though, because that's where it really comes into play.
They're trying their best.
The river is where all of the ganks are going to come from.
Oh shoot. Oh, okay. Oh, 3 in bot lane again.
So you got to watch that as it's going.
Oh, he flashed?
So it looks like the Bandit Pandas are going to...
yeah, we're now in the game right now. They're actually pulling out their Caitlyn mid again. I remember when they did this before.
And Bandit Pandas being the blue team this time around. And the Swashbucklers... Or were the Swashbucklers red this time around, or is it...
No, it's the blue team are going to be the Swashbucklers, and for the red team, it's Bandit Pandas. And I'm very curious as to what this brand is planning. The laning phase is already starting. Vladimir's already in the bot lane by himself, and MF is also down. Wait, MF is actually working on the Krugs. That is very interesting. And in the mid lane, we missed the Poppy kill. Like I said, as she gets you on that wall, you just cannot do anything about it.
What happened to Brand?
For Brand, it looks like he has some sort of master plan going on in his head that we just cannot understand. But he's going back into his lane. But right now, Nocturne is getting chased by the entire team. You can see Nar's Rage Bar is filling up. He's about to get hit into the wall, it looks like. Oh, it looks like, nope, she got feared right away. And they're still chasing this guy. Nar's turning into his big form, but still gets taken away. Nocturne's able to just float away.
So that Nar not able to do anything going on there, so...
Yep, and we got Vladimir is trying to 1v2, but it's not working out for him. Brand's right here, but what did he get? Oh, okay, that fixed the problem. He just flashes away. Avoid any trouble there. And if we look over here, Poppy is still super aggressive, taking out the Nocturne.
So that Poppy not to be underestimated in the jungle. I'm going to be watching this Poppy to see if they actually go top or bottom. I got a feeling that they're going to want to get that gank on the bottom lane on Misfortune.
Yeah, as soon as I saw Poppy being picked, I just knew it was going to be something special. I was very excited to see it.
Looks like Riven just chilling out in the bushes.
Yeah, she's avoiding. Nar can actually poke her pretty easy with this little boomerang. just basically keep poking her down, whittling her down until he is safe to go for an all-in. He does have PTA, press the attack, which allows him to do extra damage on every third auto. And his W already does that as well, so he's just able to just poke her down super easily, doing all that bonus damage to her. Uses W to close in the gap closer. Can he kill her? But just not enough.
Oh, you gotta watch out for those towers. That tower is nothing to be sneezed at this early in the game.
Oh, look, if going bot lane, Nocturne looks like he got crushed by the... I wonder what happened exactly. It looked like he almost got Brand, but just wasn't able to do it, mostly probably because of the huge minion wave that's here.
Well, that's something you gotta take into account as far as strategy goes, is utilizing your minions to block access and skill shots of your opponents, so that way you're protecting yourself. Essentially, you make them as a wall of minion shields.
Yes.
And they actually do a lot more damage than you would actually think.
Yeah, well, when you get like 4 or 5 minions all
and
throwing
the
like a
Morgana
little
cube.
thing at you, that becomes like, you know, 5 damage from 1 minion. But you got 5 minions throwing stuff at you, that becomes a lot of damage real quick.
Yeah, and they get stronger with every wave as well. And Nocturne going in for a flash, but he's only level 2, so he's not able to really do much.
And that was real close. Vlad almost dying on that round. And if I was him, I'd be going back to base.
Yeah. Honestly, Nocturne needs to get back on the farming duty so he can actually catch up in levels, because he is very behind on levels, especially compared to the Poppy. Wait, he's actually in Poppy's jungle, and Poppy's coming down. He does not notice this. We'll see what he does. And he's in a bad position once again, in between the entire enemy team. He's not able to get away. He might get hit by the tower and into the wall and crushed by Poppy herself.
Yep, you gotta watch out for Poppy. Poppy will smash you with that hammer.
And then Poppy looks like she's going bottom lane, and they know she's there. They know she's there, but they're not leaving.
Coming in for the long pincer.
It looks like they just realized it way too late, even though they saw Poppy killing their jungler, just not that far away from them.
Yep, and Poppy's just right there, but where's the rest of the team? The rest of the team should be helping with this.
They are. Brand can't help, but Vlad could assist, but Poppy doesn't need him. Poppy can do this all by herself, because she is actually very strong. She currently has 4 kills to her name.
And that's 90% of the kills that are out there, because they've only got 1 other kill, and if it's not Poppy's, it's okay.
Yeah, we got Nara still poking away at the Riven, so she's not able to do anything but try to safely farm. And he's still just getting itty-bitty little damage that make her semi-afraid. And we got SKT Syndra. It's a very nice skin from Faker himself, so that's nice.
Gotta watch out for that Gnar.
Exactly.
I can't push that.
And we still got Caitlyn mid. I'm still curious of what their mindset is when they pick Caitlyn mid. I want to know, like, what are they trying to accomplish when they get this? Because she has a very long range. That is very true, and she can be very oppressive. But I don't think she would be very good against, like, casters like Syndra who could push her away super easily or do tons of burst damage to her. And Kate is not exactly the tankiest, so she can't take a lot of abuse.
Yeah, she's more of an assassin character, so I wonder if Poppy's going to be going for that gank in the mid right now.
Yeah, she's going in.
Making the move.
Let's see what happens. She doesn't notice because, once again, the lack of vision puts him in a very bad spot. And she walked into the wall and got stunned. So right now, Poppy's just beating her down with her giant hammer, which I very much doubt she... Well, she did use Flash. We'll see if she can't get away. She's walking into the bottom lane. We'll see how this works out. She hits him again, and right now Poppy got another kill.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for that Poppy.
And then Vlad tried. It looked like Vlad tried to do some sort of dive, but it did not work out well for his favor.
Yep,
oh, we got some action in the top lane, it looks like.
Poppy's probably gonna dive on that tower to take down Misfortune.
Oh, Poppy used her ult to finish off Misfortune. That is very unfortunate for her. And we also missed the action in the top lane as well, where Gnar went big form on the much smaller Riven.
Gotta watch out for the Gnar.
Yeah,
when
big boy Gnar does not mess around.
Form.
Yeah, now we got Nido Gnar, who's much more cuter. And then we have the poor Nocturne here, who's level 3. He's having a rough time, but now he's working on his chickens.
That's a huge level difference, because if
Poppy's
I was reading things like, there was like 7s and 8s out there, and if there's still a level 3 sitting around in your team, you're way behind.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Nocturne doesn't have his ult. Poppy, having that ult, gives her much more presence compared to everyone else. And we got some action in the bot lane, but Brand was able to just flash away just in time. And Vlad going in for a little bit more damage, but gets binded by the Morgana. But he's still going in. He's pulling in.
What is Brand thinking right now?
Brand is very brave. I'll give him that. He not showing as much respect as he should, especially with how little mana he has. But he probably has some sort of plan. Vladimir going in for the W. I think that Brand W actually did hit. And the Gnar is actually here. This is the TP play that they want. He's going in.
The Gnar.
Here's the problem, though. He's no longer Big Gnar. He's Tiny Gnar. Tiny Gnar is not that tanky. We'll see if Gnar can live through this. What's his plan?
I bet the Gnar dies.
Wait, can he live this? Can he live this? He lives this!
The Gnar!
He lives! With little to no HP, the Gnar makes the dream come true. Good job to that Gnar. And poor to that MF.
The Gnar decides to take a teleport right next to a ward. Nope, they're going to go dive back down on the tower.
Yep, they're still working on that tower. And thankfully, none of them are going to die to the tower range. And we still have top. Oh, Poppy diving in on this Riven, still not caring. Poppy is super tanky, and she stunned him underneath her tower, and Riven attacked her while she was under the tower, so the tower instantly focused her. So that worked perfectly for Poppy's favor.
I got a feeling that the Pandas are able to play their desired players this time around.
Yeah,
and it shows.
Yeah, the substitute player is actually the Poppy, if I believe so. So this is actually working out fairly well for them.
Well, I'm just thinking that I was talking earlier that one of the players on the Pandas, the Gnar, is their main. So being able to play the Gnar this time around is showing a big difference in abilities.
That is true. Each player has like their own strengths and weaknesses. As we can see here, the difference in the jungle ability is clear. While Nocturne is, I wouldn't consider him bad. He just had a very rough start, that is for sure. Mostly because of the Poppy, and he also tried to do a really sketchy invade towards the Gromp. And while Poppy was coming down, it's very risky. But if you're able to take away your opponent's jungle camps, that's less farm for them and more farm for you. Because then you can go back to your own farm and start getting that. And we can see Gnar, he almost got the first tower in the game. He got all the plates right there. He just needs to get that one tower, that little chunk right there, and he has the first tower.
Looks like they're going for the dragon.
Yep, they're working on this. This is Cloud Drake, so this is some nice movement speed. And Poppy having even more movement speed, because her W gives her even more movement speed when she runs, when she summons that little circle around her. It's very handy. And right now, once again, this bot lane knows they just took Dragon, but they're not reacting quick enough to escape. And right now, I believe this is going to be a double kill, but taking Brand at least.
Yep, Misfortune able to get that ultimate off, launching out that cone of destruction.
Yep, was able to do a little bits of damage, and Brand was able to unleash his ult as well, able to grab some cheeky little assists, so that was really nice.
It's almost like we predicted it.
And lots going on in this match, but it seems like overall those Bandit Pandas are just taking it to the Swashbucklers.
Yeah, the Swashbucklers are having a really hard time right now. So this is going to be very unlikely for them to be able to come up with an escape plan. Like right now, this poor Nocturne just cannot do anything.
So what you're thinking then as far as strategy goes, if you're this far behind, vision control is something that you need, and then you also need objective control.
Yeah, they needed vision control at the start was the real biggest problem. That's why they got so far behind, because this Poppy was able to run everywhere without having to worry about the enemy team seeing her. So unfortunately, that's one of the biggest weaknesses for the Swashbucklers, their lack of vision and their lack of like where the enemy jungler is. You guys just see in top lane, Gnar actually got the tower, so good on him. The man who survived with little to nothing. No, if we're talking about MVP rewards, we could probably give it to Gnar for the fact that he lived. Probably not like MVP, but the fact like the survivor reward. He survived with little to no HP in a very unlikely situation.
But that's only for one game. I'm thinking the overall arc of the tournament of who is going to be your MVP. But you got to think of team play as far as this goes, as down in the mid lane.
Good day, sir. Good day, sir. Good day, sir.
No, you are very right. And we see it, Nocturne was able to grab a little kill on Syndra. It was fairly close, but Nocturne was able to come up. Who knows, if they keep giving away kills like that, the Swashbucklers might have a chance to come back. But MF not really moving in time, she gets killed by the Brandon Vladimir, as she just did not react in time. And Morgana was able to get a nice little bind, but she's still somewhat staying. She really needs to leave.
Run
Morgana,
away.
you're going to need to leave, Morgana.
Run
this
away,
Vladimir.
Morgana. Let them dive on the tower. Just keep running.
Oh, wait, that's perfect. If
Now
she
turn
gets a
around.
W. Oh, unfortunate. If she
so
had her,
close.
if she used her black shield, she probably could have lived that his Q. It was well played so far by Morgana, but she just could not do enough damage.
That was a good tower dive by the Pandas.
Exactly. They were able to, Vladimir used his W so he could get further without taking actually turret damage. And right now, this Poppy's coming back in, wanting to say, hey, hello, may I have another? On a free kill on this Caitlyn.
Here comes the gank.
Actually, she might not be able to kill. Oh, wait, she pushed her away from the tower, but yes, just not able to kill. Maybe able to hit her with the ultimate? Nope, not
Too
exactly.
much tower damage coming
And
in.
this might be a free kill for Nocturne if he uses his ult on her, but he doesn't actually have ult. And Syndra's coming in to assist Poppy. And with Cloud Drake, she's able to just run away for free, so she doesn't have to worry about anything. Nocturne, though, not seeing the Syndra, is going to be taken down quickly. Oh, wait. Got the Syndra. Got the Syndra.
Taken down. You're calling him too early, man. You're calling him too early.
I'm doubting this Nocturne too much. He's actually doing a lot better. He is, like I said, River's Nocturne is actually not bad. So his auto attacks is actually fairly decent.
Thanks for the blue.
And now they're going to be going Rift Herald.
You're my favorite.
Well, at least I would be going Rift Herald if I was on this team because they just took down quite a few. Yep, there we go. Rift Herald is going to fall.
Yeah, Shelly is going to be a very important adversary for them to have. But very unfortunate for the Swashbucklers to be having to face. Because right now, they could use Rift Herald in mid, and she would take that down instantly, even without any minions here.
No, I wouldn't waste it on the mid right there because you could take out that tower in just a few seconds just by being there, and then I would use the Rift Herald.
Yes, you could. You could also use it in the bot lane. It's like, if you were able to take out 2 towers with Shelly, it's very worthwhile. And right now, we see a very unfortunate Nocturne meeting Poppy in his own jungle this time.
And that level differential, Nocturne and Poppy is really coming into play at this point because Poppy at level 10, and I think Nocturne was like 8.
Yeah, he just was not high enough to be able to do anything. But right now, they have the Rift Herald, but I'm curious as to where they're going to put it exactly. I'm thinking they might be aiming to put it in mid lane, because right now they're all gathering mid lane so far. So they just might do it here.
Oh, and they're going to go for Caitlyn. No, not. Caitlyn's like, oh, got to get out of here. There's too many people. If I'm Caitlyn, I'm running away at this point. There's no point in defending that tower.
So it was there, and then they use it, like you were saying, take out the
There you
tower
go.
quickly.
Take out that first tower, then use the Rift Herald.
Syndra's kind of low, however, so she needs to be somewhat careful. The next dragon's actually Infernal, so maybe after this, they could have Shelly just push on her own while they go and take Infernal if they wished. But right now, this Nocturne's going to be taken out, sadly. He's not able to survive that. Morgana's over here trying to take out the Syndra by herself, but is probably just going to be able to die.
She's going to turn around and run right
She used her
into
ult,
the
however,
team.
and was able to grab a kill in the brand, which is pretty good. It's better than just dying by yourself.
Well,
taking someone with you.
Morgana overextended herself. She ran too far out and then turned around right into the enemy team. So you got to have that map awareness to realize that you are overextending yourself.
Yes, that's the problem. With Swashbucklers, they've been not paying much attention to their map. That's the very sad
The
part.
improvements for the Swashbucklers here coming up is going to be map awareness and vision control.
Like right now, MF did somewhat learn. Like she started to move away as soon as she saw the dragon was being taken, but she was just too far away. She was too pushed up to be able to escape. So that was unfortunate for her. She
And the
tried.
Nar's going to pick up another kill.
Yep. Our Nar buddy is working on trying to take that bomb tower now. And Poppy going against Nocturne again. These jungle battles have been pretty intense so far. She's looking to try to put him on the wall. Oh, the BM. The BM from Poppy is so unnecessary. Finish the job, Poppy. Be a good sport.
So you just got to think of where you're going to be and what needs to be done as we're going through the whole of the match. As a bottom tower is going to be falling here, you got to think as the Swashbucklers, you got to group up at this point because this is where we're in team fight phase and they're getting picked off one at a time.
Yes, they're not also grouping up as well. They're getting out-grouped by them. That's also a very important part.
So that's where, again, this vision control and map awareness.
But we can see in chat that Nocturne's taking the BM with a bit of laughter, so we know it's not harmful. It's all in good fun. Oh wait, in the battle, they actually are fighting. Morgana thought she could 1v1.
Well,
oh wait, no, wait, there was the MF as well. So they thought they could 2v1, but Gnar not only survived with 1 HP, but was able to 2v1 their bot lane.
Yep, gotta watch out for the Gnar.
Gnar. And Gnar was able to do quite well with that. Riven is still in top lane. I haven't seen much of Riven this game, so I'm not really sure how to rate this Riven.
Well, I think the Riven's a little overextended at this point as Vlad's coming in to see what's going on up there. Vlad might take her. I think she just decided to hide in the bushes.
But this new player that they got for the Bandit Pandas is quite good. Someone that all the teams are going to have to be watching out for.
Up, and there goes Riven. Vlad just taking out the Riven as inhibitors fall. Nexus turrets are coming up after that, so this has got to be...
And Poppy going right in there and gaining her shield from her little buckler that she has. That's her passive. She can throw out a basic attack, which lets her throw out her buckler, and if she picks it up, she gets a nice little shield. And it's actually a lot bigger than you expect. It actually goes up in levels as well. So her having a level advantage was really nice, so she could win those 1v1s fairly easily. Yeah, the Swashbucklers are doing everything they can to try to stop this, but it looks like in the very end, they're not going to be able to hold off against this giant invade. Riven's going in, she's joining in on the team fights, but is not able to end it.
So there's the ace, and that's pretty much going to be all over but the crying for the Pandas, as they're more than likely going to be the ones to take this.
Yep, it looks like this will be their second victory over the Swashbucklers. So with that, that would make them the victors. But let's see, but who knows, maybe there's a small hope that they could hold off.
I don't think so, not at this level of the game, or not at this point in the game.
You never know, Caitlyn might get the ultimate Q where she actually just cleaves through the entire enemy team.
I don't think that's going to happen.
With the stopwatch. Poppy's clearly enjoying herself since she had a really good game so far. They're taking down the towers, and that will be game 2.
Yep, Nexus turrets falling, and that's going to be all over.
Yeah, that's all she wrote, as the Bandit Pandas are going to take this win and be moving on to the next game, actually. As we're actually going to be having 2 other teams starting to fight each other. It will be the Legends Never Die and the... trying to say their name right.
The Homerians.
The Homerians.
Homerians.
The Homerians versus Legends Never Die after this. So, GG's to everyone. It was a well-fought battle.
WP. GG, WP. So, that was it. Bandit Pandas took that one. So, we're going to take a stream break, and we're going to start the next one in a little bit after a brief break.